Well, here we are in the attic again, and but this time our focus is a little different. We're on the HVAC system, heating, venting, and air conditioning. Okay, and so this is our indoor air handler. It's a heat pump system. Right now we're in the emergency heat mode. The exterior ambient temperature never really got over 50 degrees, so we operated it in the cooling mode for like 1 minute, and we can't collect any data as far as temperature differentials from the registers, how it comes out. When you're in the heating mode, it's running slow, and the temperatures bounce everywhere, so you really can't get a good performance, just a good idea, notion about the performance. So you really can't get that. So, we're, beholding to the weather. So here it is. When you walk up, your air filter. Well, let's just start with the heating first. Heating, venting, and air conditioning. Okay. But in the report, it's heating, cooling, and venting. So we'll do it in the order of the report. So heat-wise, we come up here. We do not have a care and use manual. Okay. There's our serial number. Okay. Data plate. I think I already took a picture of this data plate, and if not, I will. But we do not have a care and use manual, and we have an open knockout up here. And this is where they brought the electrical in. So there's nothing wrong with that, but at least some tape or something. Because look, I can't even read this. You don't want the dust getting down into your system. It's just good and workmanlike manner. Just be nice about it. That's all. Just be nice about it. So that's heating. Now on the cooling side, all right, this is our primary evaporator drain line, and it goes down into our plumbing like it's supposed to. And then we have our secondary, and it goes outside. I haven't done an exterior video yet, but I'm halfway confident that it terminates the way it should. But this is your primary evaporator drain line, and this is the P-trap. It's supposed to keep a P-trap in it to keep water in it. Why do you want to keep water in that? Because that goes down to the bathroom. And you don't want the sewer gases coming up and coming back up through your evaporator coils and then getting sucked in and then broadcast all through the house. It's a pretty simple arrangement. Pretty shallow P-trap. Most manufacturers, I get it, they sell the shallow P-traps. They're cheaper and they're faster to put in. I get that, but that's not going to do a good job. It's going to dry out super fast. Most manufacturers do not like shallow P-traps. And then, especially since this is a heat pump, if it like stops all of a sudden, switches into another mode, the evaporator coils are holding a lot of moisture, it flushes, glug, 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 So it happens, and there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, it just is a normal operating. And then you get a load, and then it will just roller coaster out of there and self-clean. It's like a self-cleaning trap, and then leave it open. So there's a couple of reasons why a shallow P-trap is not your best friend. It's not your best friend. And I'm a hypocrite about a lot of things, but it won't cost me it won't cost you very much money to fix that. And it won't cost the builder very much money to fix it either, because that's the way it should have been in a good and workmanlike manner. Okay, so that's the only thing I can find wrong with the air conditioning system. Now the ductwork is a little different. And I'm going to reserve some things because we're going to scan this thing with infrared, and I haven't done that yet, so I'm kind of getting ready for it. But this is your air filter right over here on the left side when you come up. I'm going to go back to the heater. You come up. You're supposed to have a minimum of 30 inches of surface clearance in front of this whole system, where there's the air filter, which you do, the evaporator coil, and the furnace. And we do not have, that's like 15 inches of clear surface space. This platform is wide enough, but this platform should be in front of the indoor air handler, not under it, not behind it, in front of it, so the technician can stand here and be reasonably safe. So we do not have enough service platform. Our air filter's on the left, it would be the south side. Come over here. This is a 20 by 25 by 5. You got these suitcase buckles. Okay. You want to replace this on move-in. You want a starting date. Now, most of these wider ones, okay, they go for a couple months, 3 months, whatever the manufacturer says. You know, the narrower ones go for about a month, whatever the manufacturer says. I don't know what the manufacturer says for each individual one. Follow the manufacturer's advice. It's a nice, good, stiff door. These are like suitcase buckles there. All right. So we're looking good in that regard. So this ductwork is not supposed to be kinked. This ductwork is not supposed to be crushed. This ductwork is supposed to be supported like every 5 feet, not every 10, 12 feet. This ductwork is not supposed to have more than ½ an inch sag in it. It's not supposed to be crushed, restricted. It's not supposed to be done like that. It's not supposed to be kinked like that. How many different examples? I got plenty of examples up here, and I've got some still images of them as well. And so, but yeah, the ductwork is really not showing off very good. And hang on, because after this video, immediately after this video, in your report will be the infrared video. So they kind of go hand in hand. We got some of our insulation's torn. See the pink in there? I mean, it's not the insulation, it's the sheathing that protects your insulation. Some of it's torn. Okay, some of it's torn over there too. Okay, but man, no, this stuff wasn't hung very good. Somebody was in a hurry. Somebody was in a hurry. Somebody's was way out of their pay scale. Somebody's way out of their pay scale. Somebody got paid too much to do that.